Winnerbracket final in the Yule Cup for Group A. We see 1-0. We see FoCuS. These two are fighting for the playoffs right here. WFZ was defeated in an Undead Mirror 2-0. FoCuS also blasting through 15 Sway 2-0. This will probably go a little longer and be a little more competitive. I can wait to see these games. A modern day classic. Newbie versus LP Club. FoCuS was 1-0.
And we're starting off with quite something special already. As the Farseer first Spiral. Is this you playing? Haven't seen this from the Korean orcs in quite a long time, but I think there's a lot of mental mind games. Well, it's kind of redundant. Going on here between FoCuS and 1-0, because recently, when the two met, 1-0 was playing a lot of fast expansion. And Farseer here, I think, is supposed to be the answer. Look at what FoCuS is doing. Scouting with the peon towards the natural. He's expecting this fast expo. He's got the hero ready to counter it, the Farseer. But that's not the case, because 1-0 says, you know what? I'm just going to play standard here today. I'm not going to play something weird at all. Just going to play straight up DK opening. And FoCuS with that kind of loses the dice roll early on. Doesn't have to mean he's in a very bad position, as we saw from Spiral. This strategy, just with an expansion, can also work well. But we haven't seen it in China in quite a while, and I think there's a reason for it. I'm still not exactly sure what it is. But this early game is slightly favoring 1-0 already, I think.
Yeah. Like, this is the Necromancer playing normal today. But FoCuS, he was playing against PCG on Thursday. Of course, PCG is not 1-0. I get that. But he was playing Farseer there as well. 2 times in a row. And maybe that's just his flavor of the week.
Oh, okay. I wasn't aware of that. I hadn't seen him play this in quite a while. Of course, we saw FoCuS versus Happy at DreamHack. And there it was just straight up one base tier 3 Blade Master play, where he looked really strong. And defeated Happy in a fashion that we haven't seen in quite a while, especially offline.
Yeah, so tier 2 is coming on both sides. FoCuS moves out of the way of 1-0, creeping upper left and bottom right, but he has to wait for the wolf to be expired. There we go. That's a nice little creep, man.
This is super cool. And the DK almost comes in time to steal something, but now it's only the level 1 guy left. And how cool is this? And FoCuS not prioritizing slowing down the DK's creeping. No, it's actually 1-0 who's trying to slow down his opponent.
Didn't get the last hit.
We talked about that quite a bit in the past. I think this is a really big deal in this matchup. If you can get level 3 Farseer early, you want it. Because the tier 2 pressure of level 2 Woofies is super, super strong.
Thank you, Tony the Mahoney, for the Prime sub. And yeah, multitasking on both sides. Crabs are getting involved as well. DK versus 3 grunts. There's no way of killing one here, really. And in the north, as you said, level 2 wolves summoned, going for that fiend. The coil is far away. Nerubian Tower is helping, but Speed Scroll to counter it.
Wow.
The split again.
What a surround.
Oh, I didn't even catch that. I was still following that fiend. Which is saved through the forest. The plays, man. On both sides, though.
That was so well done. FoCuS thought he had the easy kill there if he just commits with a speed scroll, which normally you get. But 1-0 finds the surround to punish you. And the DK, not just the positioning there to save the fiend, but also the grunts, you know, they were being intercepted. And a little bit more creeping denied. And you almost denied level 3 Farseer. Wow. This is Undead versus Orc on the highest level.
Absolutely. It's just a pleasure to see. And that's so, like, that's one of the reasons why it's so great to have Asian tournaments back. Next level. So, after this early game, what's the follow-up? FoCuS must stay on tier 2, going for the TC, Beastery, Raider, Storm, probably expansion, Spiral style. Grunts are out of the skirmishes, so FoCuS is only reliant on on Farseer and Wolves. Lich is coming out, decides to go for Frost Armor.
Yeah, against the level 2 Woofy harass, you really need Frost Armor. Otherwise, they by themselves are gonna force you completely out of mana and low HP. Once the statues come out, this Woofy Harass is gonna become a little less effective, but until statues are there, this is just so damn strong, which is why you always want to prioritize level 3 Farseer. In the meantime, behind all of this pressure, there's a TC creeping, and this is what this opening gives you. This is what the level 3 Farseer gives you. Free creeping for the TC, and a fairly free expansion most likely as well.
Yeah, that's a lot that this Farseer is getting done. In the end, not really kills, as you can see. Still 0 experience after completing level 3. But time. Time is a virtue. And TC will get level 2. Peon is moving over. Tier 2 expansion.
Yeah, this is pretty much Spiral style. I wonder if Spiral will be checking out this replay at some point and will be trying to see if perhaps there's something he can adopt from FoCuS's play.
Well, I guess he will see that game in like 3 weeks. Did you see his tweet today? He posted like his folder of replays to watch, and there's a billion files.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I think you can be proud as a European if you establish a special play style and the Asians, the pros are adopting from that.
This Farseer is getting so much done. This Lich hasn't crept anything yet. Just a Farseer with level 2 wolves and a couple of heal cells.
Yeah. But we get the counter. Tier 3 is done. A orb makes it so the wolves are dying way easier. And Destroyer upgrade for the spell will be coming too. And he needs time for this expansion, so he has to distract even more.
Quite a few of these grunts are hurt already. TC perhaps didn't have enough heal cells here to bring in. FoCuS knows Destroyer form is not quite ready yet.
But look at this orb effect. Like, it's 2 volleys and the wolf is done.
You remember when it was -5 armor? Oh, good old times.
I miss it so much.
And still 375 gold. Unbelievable.
Yeah, Matt Morris balance.
It's gonna be 2 level ups here for the DK and the Lich. Actually, not quite, I think.
Invis Farseer.
Oh, Invis on the Farseer.
Can you... This would prevent level 3?
Zap him!
Was busy somewhere else. That could have prevented the level 2 call for a bit. I mean, there's still the green camp and he can snipe something there.
Oh, if he can snipe the Ogre Lord. Oh my god. Oh, block him! Block him! Block him! Blocking him would have been a sick play. Damn.
That's level 3 for the TC in the meantime. And he wants to steal it.
Oh, can he get it?
No reveal. Yep!
Oh,
no! He didn't!
Get it.
Whoa!
That was so close. That is such an important last hit. Without that, the Lich doesn't have level 2 and doesn't have Nova, and there would have been no way for 1-0 to fight.
Whoa. So close, these plays. Lich with a lot of cunning. Decent damage increase. Do we have any transition? No. Attack upgrades on 1-0 side. The first one. Upgrade on the armor already. We get a Kodo, we get Headhunters, and the level 3 TC. Expo is up.
Alright. Happy recently we saw that against Spiral. He was playing no Dark Ranger, but rather Pit Lord, which I found super interesting. Just was splitting against the Stomp, and then was working with the damage mitigation. But here, 1-0 going with the classic TC counter, the Dark Ranger third. We have 0 heal scrolls for FoCuS, by the way. And of course, there's no healing in this army of any other kind. First Raider getting Coil Nova'd right away. The silence against TC is looking pretty good. Where are the ensnares? Where are the devours? Here comes one. Kodo gets off 1 single devour, but shouldn't there be 2 Kodos at this point? And the Stomp connects, but not on the main bulk of the Fiend army. Even with that devour, we still have 5 Fiends left on the field for 1-2-0. Dark Ranger might be in trouble, but so is the Kodo. And the ensnares just not leading too much here, it seems. Kodo now comes in, gets off another devour finally. But in a bad position, this Kodo is just dead. And 1-2-0 still having a decent fight here, I think.
Yeah, Fiends are starting to get hurt. But there's only 1 Stomp remaining. He's in the middle of everything with his Headhunters. No way for the Dark Ranger to die. FoCuS down to 52. Lumber issues for sure. But 1-0 is not able to punish this expansion so far. And also only at 50. will be able to break upkeep very soon. Invests heavily into items.
Yeah, he's going all in here. But now we have FoCuS at the fountain. Can he kill this camp before 1-0 comes back in is the question. It's gonna be a big item for him as well. Oh, but a backstab could hurt, and here comes the backstab. We have the Orc at the fountain, yes, but Berserkers don't heal that much. And now the creeps are still attacking. Oh, the DK though, very far forward, breaks out of the silence with the Invul. The DK in trouble. Invul transferred to him, but didn't have the time. The Zap secures the kill, and now 1-0 left without a first hero.
And now what? Running away without Unholy Aura, against Endurance Aura, against Ensnare. What are you supposed to do? Chain Lightning again, another Fiend kill with an Ensnare. DK is back. No coil, of course, but the Aura is what makes him so important right here. But that is FoCuS coming back. This defense of the Creepjack, masterfully done.
Quite a few Fiends still hurt. DK, of course, out of mana, coming back from the tavern the way he did. Oh, Raider dies. Oh, Kodo, Devour, dodged. Very important to dodge these Devours.
Again.
1-0, waiting for the last second every time.
When is the storm coming? Here's one more. Kodo, done. Level 3 for the Lich, finally. Almost mana for the second Nova.
Oh, big stomp here.
He gets it now. Oh my, he gets everything.
Absolutely. Another 4 for the Farseer. Has a level 2 Zap as well, but in this scrappy fight, the Wolves are better. No Destroyer at all. Did he even morph a single Destroyer? I don't think he did, right? Too much anti-air, I guess. But that anti-air, the Headhunters are dying one by one as well. The statue. Oh my god. So many losses on both sides. But it's more losses for 1-2-0. Down to 36 supply. Now only left. And still about 50 for FoCuS. And 800 gold.
Lich in trouble. Has another coil. Uses it here. There's soon to be another Stomp. Raider gotta be careful. Being focused. Moved out. Moves in. And dead. Grunts though. Grunts and Wolves. The normal damage. Clean the ground. Reveals another kill.
Kills one more Fiend.
Level 4 TC.
Undead hero level's also getting really high though. And when these undead heroes get so high level, fighting against that with a tier 2 only army is very scary.
The Fiend almost getting decapitated by this TC. There we go. 36 supply against 48. 800 gold on FoCuS. Saved units and peons everywhere. Why are the peons everywhere? Scouting for some 1-0 shenanigans, I guess. Lich.
Sure. Oh, that stomp missed. Can he get the surround on the DK? This could be game right here, but no. Too fast.
Well, it's fine. This is more than fine for FoCuS. Does he really want to fight with empty mana, though? There's no need for that. There's no transition, no banshees, just statues and fiends.
Would love a FoCuS to slow Lich. He's fine. Calculated. Oh, but more fiends are dying. A little more experience. If these Orc heroes get to 5-5, those are massive level ups. Still 800 gold for FoCuS.
Yeah,
dude, spend your money.
He's breaking upkeep now. He's a little short on lumber, but he can go for items now if he wants to. Not willing.
Buy everything. Protection, heal scroll, invul, everything. Make a shop at the expansion. Mana potion.
Remo feeling a little like Oprah here. You get an item, and you get an item, and you get an item.
Spend your money. Spend your money. It's a very American mindset. Double mana pot now for the TC and a clarity.
Oh, wow.
Alright, spent all his money now, finally. Good boy. With an expansion in the middle. Ooh, I'm not so sure about that one.
He just keeps him busy. And
oh, good ensnares.
He always finds these connections. Last coil. Nova was big. DK and Lich, they take care of the Headhunters, and maybe then he can morph a Destroyer finally. Stomp was big again. Burrow is good. Feels like there's no reveal. Kodo, they're just falling so quickly. But what's this army? It's heroes, 3 statues, and 1 fiend. That's it.
Good ensnares, more and more kills being found by FoCuS, but it's also return kills. And now we have level 2 Black Arrow, which is actually a big increase. Stronger skeletons and a lot more right-click damage.
DK.
Not over yet. Oh, but the DK in trouble again. The first hero might be falling once more. No, Death Pact. Gets out of there, just barely.
There should be an ensnare again soon. Raider drops though. Another skeleton raised. Mana again low, but we have 2 more potions. I smell a hero kill.
Kills to 120. He's close to level 4 Lich. You guys know what that means.
Yeah, in
DK,
this case.
2 more coils available. 120 might be turning this around right now.
It's a crazy fight. These skeletons are helping so much. Constantly sends them after the headhunters. But it's still 2 base versus 1. And soon to be 3.
Great splits by 120. And this is the downside of this strategy for Orc. The higher the undead hero levels become, the scarier it gets. And you can get out microed really, really hard. You don't have Hex. You don't have crits. You do have Stomp though. This was a decent one. But it's leading to kills, but it's not leading to hero kills.
He's getting 2 statues. 6 supply. 6 supply gone, no regen. And what's an undead without mana? Pretty much nothing. We use another potion. Close to level 5 TC. We have 1 more. There we go. Pretty much unlimited storms, and that's a 5-second stun.
Oh, DK
on a 6-second
moved.
cooldown.
Wasn't quite in range for the coil. Waiting to the last second. 120 special.
There was 2 mana potions. But that's also the second expansion.
Level 5 TC. Level 5 TC.
Expo up. FoCuS weathered the storm. More
I really
upgrades.
like the invul on the Farseer, by the way. Undead hero levels are so high now that you always have to be wary of the Coil Nova. There's a couple of borrowed fiends sprinkled across the map, by the way. Okay. 120 realizes it now.
Close to 5, 4, 3. Level 4 Lich. He will be able to eat the skeletons, which have a lot of HP, which means a lot of mana, a lot of frost armor, and Nova. All that time that 120 is spending on the high ground cannot be put towards the expansion. In the bottom right.
Stomp only against the skeletons, getting rid of them with the double spells. Okay, interesting choice. Close level 5 Farseer, by the way. Then we have Invis Woofies. And big Stomp coming in right there. But that was the last one for quite a while. The DK standing in the back, waiting patiently to use the coils.
Invo potion on the TC, interestingly. He wants these 2 fiends, and he gets them. Again, 6 supply gone. 120 down to his heroes.
Another big Stomp ready. Oh, hits everything. Aiming for the DK now. Ensnare finds him. That might be the kill. The Invis Wolfie's coming in. Right click, Death Pact. But still surrounded. This could be the end here. Finally, Invul transfer cannot reach it somehow. And that is finally it. GG called by 120. But boy, that was close. That was a fun game.
What a tug of war. Both players giving it all after the very clean 2-0, 2-0, 2-0 in the first round. We finally have very competitive Warcraft. And this game was impressive from start to finish. First, Farseer. Then seeing, okay, this might not be the best pick. Then the creep route by FoCuS, countered by a play by 120. Expo at the right time, though. FoCuS keeping him busy with exceptional Farseer play. And then just non-stop fighting for, what, 10 minutes? Phenomenal.
Yeah, 120 was about to turn it around. If he had had 2 more destroyers at the end there, he probably wins that game. Interesting choice. He's like the Remo mantra. 0 destroyers. Not a single one. Which, you know, I do myself. But I'm not sure if it's the right play. Especially once the headhunters fall. Maybe then it is time to switch into the destroyers. Because the wolves, they dealt a lot of damage.
Yeah. Yeah, there was never a solution against it. But FoCuS always good on headhunter production. So we always had the anti-air. I don't know, maybe you can risk it to go for a destroyer. Hard to say.
And I think also his prioritization of units beyond that, going for the raiders the way he did, was really important. Raiders kept on dying, but you need them. without the ensnares. Otherwise, you cannot find any kills. And FoCuS perfectly there, went for the right unit comp. Was a little bit too low, too high on his goals sometimes. There were a couple of dusts missing and stuff, but all in all, really well done by FoCuS. Takes the lead, moving into map 2, Northern Isles, which is a much, much tougher Farseer map.
Okay.
That level 3 Farseer, that's what it's all about. Level 3 Farseer in the early mid game. That, more than anything, won that game for FoCuS, I think. And that is really hard to achieve on this map.
Will he still go for it? Or will we see a Blade Master for the first time? FoCuS one map away from the playoffs. 1-0 might get a rematch against WFZ. Or we just go to game 3. This is far from over. It's tiny little nuances that decide these games. Northern Isles is map 2. We have 1-0 in the bottom left. FoCuS in the upper right. Match points for the Korean though. And we will keep a close eye on these altars.
Yeah, I was kind of expecting a fast expansion play by 1-0. As this is such a tough Farseer map, or can be at least, I'm expecting a Blade Master, and against that, this fast expo style, the 1-0 special, can be really good. But no, it's a standard build here by both. Head Fiend opening versus the normal altar. And I guess the question with that has to be, what is the Orc hero going to be? It must be a DK here with this opening. But is it going to be Farseer or Blade Master?
Yeah. He played a lot of Farseer recently. 10 seconds and then we know. Pretty good week for FoCuS so far. Winning War 3 Station Cup. And it is a Farseer.
More replays for Spyro.
Well, Spyro was playing Blade Master recently, right? Against Undead?
Against somebody. But against Happy he played Farseer. And got kind of destroyed.
Yeah.
I wonder if the new answer against Farseer, very unintuitively, is actually Pit Lord. Just split like a god until the TC runs out of mana. And then, you know, make the Howl of Terror work for you.
Yeah.
And, you know, once again, it's, you know, just play like Happy.
Yeah.
Just play like Happy.
Yes, of course.
Easy.
So, DK Fiends, Farseer, into Grunts, into Shop, into 2 Burrows. This is a late tech.
Yeah, late tech. FoCuS is prioritizing creeping and leveling heavily. Accepts a later tech for this. He's gonna have lots of grunts out early. He's gonna have lots of experience going his way.
Thank you, Schnuffy's daddy, for the 213 sub. Woohoo!
Thank you.
So FoCuS's objective is level 3 Farseer. What does 1-0 do against it?
Yeah, I think he is probably gonna try to get level 2 somewhere early on and then prevent level 3 Farseer as much as he can. On Concealed, it's kind of easy to predict Farseer creeping. It's the green camps. Is it the same here? Green camps, of course, can easily be crept by Farseer and grunts and so on. But can he perhaps venture towards bigger ones? Tuskars should be doable, but you love to keep that camp for your TC for an instant level 2. Green into green leads to level 2. So this is what we see from both. Oh, and look at 1-0 with a far forward graveyard as well.
Yeah.
It's catching on, Neo.
Remo spreading the disease of a forward graveyard. What's your analysis on, like, if I see 1-0 play against Orc, he doesn't seem frightened. He wants to fight constantly. He wants these trades. Very unlike Happy, who seems to have a mental block against Orc. What do you think causes this?
I think it's just a difference in philosophy. 1-0 wants to prevent level 3 creeping as much as possible, whereas Happy just trades experience and trades level 3 pretty much, whether it's playing against Farseer or playing against Blade Master. Big moment right here. This last hit of the Ogre Magi. 1-0 was trying to look for his opponent. I think Skeleton Scouting could have been a little bit better.
1-0 got it.
Yeah.
The
With a
chain-
fiend, I think, right? Or was it?
There was a coil. I'm not sure if that was enough, but it was definitely a little faster than the chain lightning again, just like it was at the Ogre Lord on Concealed Hill.
This is a really big deal. This experience, and I think 1-0 prioritizes this better than almost everyone else. Experience in the early game against Orc, it makes such a difference. This level 3 Farseer destroyed his mid game. He doesn't want to allow this again. And this is where the difficulty of the map comes in. It's not so easy for the Farseer here to get level 3 the way he did earlier. And as 1-0 was in the south, there's Skeleton in the north looking for the next camp for the Farseer. 1-0 knows where FoCuS is going next.
Okay, we have a Warmill tier 2. Is he in time to creep this with only 5 units and the hero? Needs to use another chain lightning, I feel, to finish this.
All the fiends. Must be careful not to walk into ensnare. There's a trapper here. Or, yeah, a Tuskar trapper, it is. And Naga second!
Wow.
What? Heavy pressure on tier 2. We saw that before by him in the Undead Mirror against Happy. Now even doing it against Orc, which is so rare to see. Last hit goes to the Naga as well. To 1-0, I should say.
Uh-oh.
And that is looking disastrous now for FoCuS.
His new best girlfriend. The block against this Farseer doesn't really work, so he gets 1 kill. That's one way to get back, but man, this is backfiring. The Farseer out of position, that's a sweet block, that's a TP.
1-0 comes into game 2 with a mind of vengeance. Holy smokes.
This is so difficult to make work now for FoCuS. What is he supposed to do? He was the one to introduce Nagas to finish games quickly. No, like 2 years ago. Whenever he felt he had a big advantage after game 1, Naga finished this game and it worked most of the time.
Imagine if she gets levels along with the Lich. Fork Lightning Nova combo against tier 2 Orc. Oh,
Yeah.
boy. That's gonna be a nightmare. This game is looking honestly disastrous.
Yeah.
For FoCuS.
Like, how is he supposed to expand now? Which you need. Level 3 Farseer now after 6 minutes 30. And remember, this build, barracks, 2 burrows, shop. He wanted to get level 3 early. 6 minutes 45 is not early.
Forces are under attack.
Yeah. And here, I think, lies the big difference and reason why 1-0 does better against FoCuS than Happy does. He prevents level 3 and takes the mid game from there when the first hero of the Orc isn't so dominant. TC got a big mana, that's really good. But with this tier 2 style, you need a second base. It doesn't work one base. 1-0 knows this. Scouting with a skeleton is going to see the expo timing. But at this point, the expo is so late, 1-0 might just be able to counter expand.
We have a mana stone on the DK, by the way, so a lot of healing. Naga does get levels, and whooey. Good attack speed, good right clicks. Lich and Orb coming soon. But that means no disable against the TC. So if FoCuS can stall...
What's happening with the expansion here? Are the wolves good enough to kill this camp? Okay, I guess they are.
A player's forces are
That
under
was looking a
attack.
little scary. Oh, FoCuS finds the timing. There's no tier 3 ready yet. No Lich out yet. No destroyers. Wants to force a fight right now.
Speed scroll. Yeah, you can slow down the TC, but if there's a speed scroll, there's no way, and the Naga is stuck and can't be coiled, and
Nice.
boom, she's gone. Town portal swap, but again, just a tiny bit too late.
And there's another statue going down as well. And suddenly, this Naga, yeah, she can be really good on level 1, but she can also die quickly. You can't heal her. Crucial kills here by FoCuS.
Always finding the way back, and held on to the greater mana, and the invul. That's gonna be the late game problem, right? No sleep, no silence, just slow.
Yeah. But it's a lot of damage. Fork Lightning against tier 3 armies, it doesn't do that much. Oh, nice dodge. But against tier 2 armies, it's pretty good. And of course, Nova. Lich comes out now.
Forces are under attack.
If 1-0 this game gets to 4-3 hero levels, I think he's gonna eat this Orc army alive.
Alright, let's see. Flesh Eater's still up. Okay, replenishment potion, sweet to have, but the Fiend is surrounded. Another loss for 1-2-0. Grunt saved. Oh, scratch that. Cold secures the kill.
FoCuS playing this really well right now. He's sacrificing TC leveling to a certain extent, but he's finding kills, slowing down 1-2-0, and securing time for his expansion.
This is genius. This is reminiscent of the time when we were arguing if FoCuS is the best orc in the world, when Lin was in a little bit of a slump or disappeared for a while.
Yeah.
Finding the answer in a game like this, after being demolished in the north in that first Naga fight, that's impressive resilience.
Great mental fortitude as well. After getting started so hard, still to realize, okay, I have a timing window here. He's not tier 3 yet. He doesn't have Frost Armor, he doesn't have Lich, he doesn't have Orb. Now is my time. Delay level 3 TC. You're gonna get it later anyway. And look for that comeback. An outstanding, seasoned, veteran orc play.
And again, he's trying to fight, is he? Heal scroll and TP on the DK. Invo potion on the Naga now.
FoCuS playing this map so well. Coming in from the back. Lining up perfectly for a stomp. Oh, 1-0 was not looking right there. I don't know where he was looking, but it wasn't at this creep camp. Even leaves the item on the ground and the next stomp coming in. It's starting to all fall apart, isn't it? The TC getting FoCuS next, but he's got the invul. He's got more stomps. He had that big mana and so many more kills. 1-0 after a thunderous early game is absolutely falling apart at the seams. And this time FoCuS does not forget about the dust, getting more and more kills. 1-0 down to 38 supply only. Oh my god.
Stomp on the DK to kind of save this Raider. Okay, sends it back in. But Lich in trouble. TC burned through all the mana. But this time he keeps the Kodos alive. And there's a Fiend in the stomach. 3 supply. Useless. 38 supply on the field for 1-0. But still the Mana Stone. Maybe that can be an X factor. If mana is low for the TC, which it is now.
And TC doesn't have an invul anymore, so it's kind of scary. No heal salves either. The Farseer is trying to cover the retreat. I like the wolves here being sacrificed. FoCuS could have used that time to go away, but no. He's going for the invis pot. He's going for the heal scroll. He wants to go in again. Wow. Such tenacity by FoCuS this game.
TC is a little hurt, but there isn't even Nova, so there's not much to fear. He wants this so bad. Everything is clumped up. He has no idea that the TC is here. Zap again. TP out. But the Naga must use the invul soon. No! That's it.
Here. That's the Naga benched again.
Ouch.
And this Naga turning out to be more of a liability than I was expecting.
Yeah,
honestly.
it was really good for the first 90 seconds, and then she does nothing. In these fights, she does absolutely nothing.
Yeah. Honestly, I think her positioning isn't the best. You have to be, if you're playing Naga, you have to be ultra careful with her positioning. You have to micro her individually at all times in a fight. Always have her way in the back. That even if she gets ensnared, she's not gonna die. She's just a little too far forward. And she had TPs, didn't use them. She had invuls, didn't use them. I think the big mistake by 1-0 this game was when he was getting creep jacked the first time, before his Lich was out, he should have TP'd out right away. But sometimes you feel a little bit too confident, especially in a game that up until that point was going so well for you. And now FoCuS 66 supply.
Yeah, he needs a miracle. He needs A-class micro. But without disable. He's trying to nuke this TC. Storm wasn't too great, but FoCuS is on the DK. And there is only a potion, no TP. Pretty much do or die for 1-0.
Yeah, it's looking a lot more die than do at the moment. Storm's coming in over and over. The destroyers get FoCuS way too easily. So much piercing damage here.
Yeah.
By FoCuS.
This game, he can't reach the backline. High number of Kodos, high number of headhunters. He's dealing with the heroes and the statues really, really well, while the Kodos can eat the fiends and are not being nuked.
Super strong play by FoCuS. Really impressed after this disaster of an early game. One more kills. Army is too big at this point. Every ensnare leads to a kill.
Yeah. Lich gets the coil. Still holding on to the mana stone. That's quite sweet. But that's about it. 66 supply. But that's 2 Kodos gone. And he can deal with Headhunters. With Lich Naga. But only if he has a DK.
TC dropping low. If he dies, Coil Nova could have killed him right there. Nova coming in. The Coil, 22 HP. Makes it to the Zeppelin. And now the DK way too far forward. Does he have a death pact? Invul something. Invul transferred. Waiting until the last split second to save him.
Can he drop with a TC to stomp kill him? It's so risky. Okay. He has the potion. And the DK is healthy again. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This was 1-0 with 1 lag in the lower bracket.
Scary moment for FoCuS, but heroes survive. And it's going to be a bit of a wake-up call for him to be like, okay, maybe, you know, buy some items. Maybe try to keep my heroes alive. And the Invul is ready again. So is a heal scroll. And he has good gold. Doesn't go for the heal scroll, surprisingly.
Tier 3 by FoCuS. On the back of this fight.
Fiend dies to the creeps. Oh, that does not feel good.
He has to take risks. FoCuS could punish this. He's pretty close. But no, he's moving out on the map as well.
If 1-0 gets 3 more level ups, though, it's not over yet.
No, as I said, he can't deal with the Headhunters. Nova on level 2 now. What's the item? Oh, claws plus 12.
Yeah,
he could
really
get this claws plus 9 from the Naga as well. He's a crazy damage dealer. But he's gonna get Berserker in a bit. Troll regeneration, lulz.
Yeah, I like the tier 3 here by FoCuS.
Yeah.
It's good upgrades. Especially the Berserker upgrade.
Yeah.
Could even go for a Shadowhunter third, maybe.
Ah. I thought you suggested Torrent switch.
Well, Torrent's always a good idea, of course.
Of course.
Not too many camps left on the map. FoCuS gonna claim the red. They're right around the corner, though.
Yeah. And the Destroyer scouted it. He knows. He's too late for the Magnetor Reaver. Claws plus 12 again. Imagine that on the Lich. But no. So what's the comeback plan for 1-0? There's an expansion. Upper left. There is a higher level Lich for the next fight. There's also Fog Lightning.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's
Level 2
Berserker.
on Nova and Fog Lightning is a pretty big deal. I feel like some of these end snares should be dodged. Like this one was super obvious. But now we have Berserkers. And that's a lot of damage increase.
We also get Abominations. No Disease Cloud. He has no lumber for that. And 1-0 is almost getting backstepped. Lich plus 28. Border Claw. Plus 9.
In we go. A-bomb. Taking a lot of damage here to start with. Oh, heavy focus on the TC. That's his way to deal with him. Just focus fire. But now he's level 5. Has the invul still. The destroyers are just completely useless.
Yeah, against this mass of air, of anti-air, there's no way. Maybe he can play around them. TC is trying to find the connection for the storm. Gets a lot. The first one was bad. This one was way better. But again, DK moved out of storm range so he can always throw. Oh, and the dodge. Okay, reveal gets it in the end. Lich in trouble. Coilfly saves him. Frost armor has to be used. It's more mana. That's no Nova Chain Lightning and a little bit of healing. Man, these guys are so fast.
1-0 did survive until the TC was out of mana. Finally comes the Shadowhunter with a bit of healing with a heal wave 1. And this is the idea here for 1-0. Survive the storms until he's out of mana and then keep on kiting, keep on fighting, keep on looking for kills. But 1-0's mana is low as well. And we still have over-towering 70 supply for FoCuS.
But the Expo is up. And it's not getting much better for FoCuS. Level-wise, TC out of nowhere! Getting nuked, he wasn't ready for that. Gets the counter kill on the Naga. But what's that worth? The DK has to save himself. Lich a little bit exposed, but there should be a long-range coil. He can't consume the Mana Stone. The heroes have to survive now.
There's another zap ready. Didn't the TC have an invul? I think he did. That's a bit of a mistake there, certainly.
Level 4 Lich. Way more damage. Gets the coil. Always frost armor on these heroes. He can soon nuke the Farseer. He's still pretty squishy. So many statues, by the way.
Oh, nice ensnare dodge this time. Saw that one coming.
TC not back from the tavern.
Could be big. But there is a bit of heal wave left as well.
Shadowhunter third. I
Level
wonder...
5.
Uh-oh.
Level 5.
Must be
it's
a TP.
Not over yet. It has to look for kills now, as the TC is gone, and he finds the hero kill!
So obvious! But can he fight out? He doesn't even have to. He just walks out.
Oh, what a game. Oh, and this is the dream now.
2 hero kills for 1-0. No endurance aura. Expo up. 48 supply. 800 gold. 5-4 hero levels.
He's gonna get that Kodo as well.
Buyback.
It's pretty far forward, though. 2 ensnares, death pact.
That's a fiend sacrifice. It's
Oh, the
only
Farseer! The
Again?
Farseer!
This time he has the time for Town Portal.
Oh my god. 5, 4, 3 hero levels now. 1-0 needs to get the invul and give it to the Naga.
Unbelievable game. Naga is about to be back. More statues, more fiends.
Oh, and that's no invul for the TC. No, wait,
Yep.
he still has one.
Yeah, he still has one. He died with one. 1,000 gold in the main. 1-0, only mining with 3 acolytes in the main. I guess on purpose. To have this income for a longer time. And he's expanding bottom right as well. Or is he just scouting?
Mass potions for 1-0. He's low mana, low lumber, but he has lots of gold. Double mana pot. The Naga about to be level 4.
Oh, wow.
He's gonna have 5, 4, 4 hero levels.
So FoCuS what now?
Are under attack.
You dominated this game for 18 minutes. And then you lost the TC. And all of a sudden, the Undead is in the leading position. Before the next fight, we have another sub. Thank you, Kui, for the 4-month resub. Just here from time to time, but always having a good one. Keep it up. You should tune in more often, pal. But thank you. Only a heal scroll for FoCuS. That's the only available thing. TC is back. Mana potion, info potion.
Yeah, brings the mana pot this time. He was lacking that before. Flank from the back. Could be hurting. Going for the TC instantaneously. The Naga getting focused as well. Forcing to the invul very soon. No, the zap comes in too quickly. 1-0 not fast enough with the invul. He ideally should have dodged the stomp, I guess. And the Naga, yeah, she is not working out as well as I was hoping for her to do.
Nope. Do not underestimate the damage of chain lightning. I mentioned this over and over and over again. It's still happening. Lots of hero kills in this entire game, though. DK is pretty low on mana. 1 coil and 1 potion. This Lich must survive. He's the carry.
Yeah. Once again, 1-0 is trying to survive the mana. The Farseer is out of mana. The TC still has plenty left. And level 2 for the Shadowhunter now. For Hex.
Yeah.
This is actually a big deal.
Yeah. More disable. Next to Stomp, next to Ensnare. Also Hex now.
Still more kills for 1-0 though.
Isn't that DK a little too far forward? I thought so. Down to 50%. Here's the Hex. He can't use the potion. And that is the end. The addition of the Hex. And that's enough for 1-0. This remains to be the group of 2-0s as FoCuS is eliminating the second best Undead in the world from the winner bracket. And makes it into the playoffs. Congrats. He was struggling so hard after that fight in the middle for 3 minutes. The game, it was a crazy roller coaster game, but for 3 minutes it looked like this is about to be derailing.
Yeah.
But no, he found the balance back with the hero nuke. All about hero nukes this game.
If this had been a level 4 Dark Ranger instead of a level 4 Naga, I think he would have won that game. Maybe, it's hard to say. It's hard to say, but it would have been better. That Naga, just the Stomp and Ensnare made her life way more problematic than I thought it would. But this was a great game. This was a great game between the two. Pretty damn close. super late game, super high level heroes. 1-0 twice. Very close to turning that around.
Unbelievable. What a great winner bracket final. That's how it's supposed to be. So we have one more game in the Yule Cup Group A. That's going to be the rematch of 1-0 versus WFZ, who made it in the lower bracket. Newbie versus Lucky Future coming up. We take a little break to catch a breath. And then the Warcraft action continues as it is throughout the entire day. See you in a bit.